What's up, everybody?
Welcome back, 2024.
Recap of last month or so. Took a trip to Hawaii. Talk about Christmas.
Got a few other things coming up the first week of February that I want to tell you about.
Yogis.
Yeah, a couple mindsets, get you guys ready for 2024. It's going to be a good episode. Tune in. Thank you guys for
Don't miss out.
liking, subscribing, and let us know what you guys think. Thank you. Happy New Year's, everybody. Welcome back, 2024. We just got back from a little 3-mile run. It's going to be the first podcast of the year. We recorded Monday, but we had some technical difficulties. So
We forgot to do a mic check, so
yeah,
therefore you have to read lips if we posted it.
yeah, that's not going to be fun for anybody. But so this is going to be the first
I don't
one.
want to sleep alone.
Be a little interesting because it's funny. Like we did it all, but then now we're gonna, I guess, find
We could revisit it, yeah.
Yeah. We're there 7 days.
So we left the 20th of December. It was a eventful day. That whole because I had stuff going on all the way till the day we left, and that Wednesday I slept maybe like 3 hours, or no, Tuesday I slept like because we left at 2:00 in the morning, and right when I got up we started packing, and it was a good drive until we got to the Grapevine.
And but that's how it usually is. Like trips, it's always
We'll
always try to plan ahead. Like, hey, I'm gonna.
So this is the first time, like for me, I have my go bag right here. I have my change of clothes, and I just have that with me after I check my bags in at the airport, and I just hit the airport or go to the TSA, and then I'd be ready to rock and roll. But it was a whole different. I was out of my element because we had the kids, so
More variables.
yeah. So we broke it in half. So I took 4. I had 4 with me, and then Tiffany had 4, and it was it was just different. And sometimes
I don't want to get off, but like just because I've been seeing a lot of like these Karen videos like in my algorithm popping up. And we'll come back to it, but like because you traveled a lot. I mean, you were stationed out in Kentucky, and then when you come home, I mean, you always had layovers in different places, right?
That was Fort Worth. I had to sleep in the Denver airport one night.
Just on like how you see on the movies, they have the
I missed my flight. I missed my flight, and I was in Dallas Fort Worth because the plane was delayed. And instead of just like keeping me there at Dallas, because Dallas is huge, it's like a hub, so you go anywhere from there, international. And it was like 9 or 8 o'clock at night, and instead of keeping me there and like trying to find me the next flight, like around 10 o'clock, they sent me to Denver. So I was in Denver about 11 o'clock, 12.
Let's go freeze your ass all the way for
and then my flight didn't leave until the next morning about like 6 o'clock. That's when we did that marathon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah.
The one that we're gonna do that route soon.
I thought I was gonna get off on that one. Like
yeah,
I thought it was canceled.
That's why I was going through it, because I was like, I slept on the ground in the airport, and then I was flying, and then like right when I got off the plane, you had Cash with you, and who picked him up, or did he stay with Kayla?
He was at the house, and then when I went, I think he stayed.
We went to Target and got like the gummies and stuff, and then we still hit it. It was late too, dude, because we didn't finish till like 8 o'clock at night. It was dark.
What? Yeah, because when I got to Bakersfield, it was probably like afternoon.
Oh, you picked me up, huh?
Yeah,
you picked me up.
And then
I think Tiffany met you with Cash.
Possibly, but I remember because
we had cargo. The
whole time I was going over there, like I was like, oh, it's already late in the day. We're probably not going to go running, so it's cool. And then, and then you posted on Facebook, I think you said like, you put something and tagged me. I see it's like,
not going to stop us from doing something.
During the marathon, I was like, oh darn.
Yeah, that was that day. That was that whole what led up to it. I was in Denver.
That one fucking sucked, dude.
And I was actually, speaking of Karens, I was going to be a Karen because there's called a USO, and it's like
you're gonna be dragged off out of the airport like that.
No, not on me, but someone else. So there's it's called a USO.
Go and shake your hand.
It's for soldiers or I don't know if it's for retirees, like if you're a veteran. It's a spot where they everything's free, but it's like they prefer donations. So they have like chips, sandwiches, ham and cheese, peanut butter and jelly, TVs,
Just
computers.
something
And
to
they
get
even
you
have
off.
a area where you could take naps. They have like a few beds. You know, you can just it's like a bunk beds, and you just lay there and take naps.
The basics.
Yeah, and they were closed. They closed at 10, and they opened at 6 or 7, something like that. So I knew because I did recon the whole I was there. So I knew I was gonna go there in the morning. So when I got there in the morning, I was checking in, and I had my ID and everything, and this kid, he didn't have his ID, but he said he was in the military, and he was like going on this big story why he didn't have his ID, and
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm Black Ops. So
yeah,
I'm not with you.
it didn't sound right. Nothing like the way he was talking. It didn't sound like he was in the military, and
What was he saying that didn't sound right?
like
It's
because
off.
your CAC, your common access card is your military ID, and you can't go anywhere without it. You can't. It's like your license, like your wallet. You have to have it
Keys to your car.
to get into the post, to get in on base. You have to have your ID. And he just said he didn't have it. He forgot it. So I was like, everything just doesn't sound right. And then I was fucking tired. I didn't say nothing. I was like, yeah, he's probably.
Put
We'll
your
let
head
you.
up, and it's like,
Yeah, he's all, we'll let you in this time, but yeah, next time we're gonna let you in. All right. I'll let him. But it's up to them anyways, not me.
And I guess but with all that, did you ever see anybody act crazy and like?
The only one was
Because you would, I mean, when you were able to fly, you were flying too during like COVID, during like the times when everybody was like
You
the
had to
peak of
mask
their
up.
craziness.
we had a mask up. Double vaxxed.
Double.
No. I was in Dallas, Fort Worth, and I think they're going like Cancun. Is that Mexico and Cancun?
Yeah, Cancun.
Yeah, they're going to Cancun, and she
So
had
they're all hyphy.
yeah, they had the thing extended like this.
Oh, the luggage.
Yeah, and they were pulling it, and then I was sitting there because dude, they have like it's like a mall. They have a candy shop. They have it's like that was if you had a layover, that's the place to be because it's like then if you're a Cowboy fan because they had everything Cowboys, everything, and so I think I went to the candy shop to get the kids some stuff, and it was like all open. So I sat there, and the lady had it, and then she was there for the flight, and they're oh that flight already left, and she went and threw it down. And so,
Here we go.
are you gonna fix it? Or this? She started going off, and
What did you want to fix? Get her to Cancun?
yeah, and after that, she went off for a little bit, and the husband just like talked to her and like, hey, chill out, and then he talked to the people.
I'm sure that worked.
Yeah, and then he talked to the people, so she probably knew like if I want to get somewhere, I need to chill out, or I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, that was I never really seen it go too crazy, like on those videos. Nothing video worthy.
Yeah, Kate was going down a rabbit hole of them, and then I seen a few of them, and I was just like, you brought it up, but I was curious. But then you guys got there, and what was it like? And
Well,
or what island?
when we got to Maui, because we went to Maui, and then we hit Maui first, and we had to get a connecting flight to Oahu, Honolulu, and in LAX we checked our carry-on bags. We checked them in, and so we thought those were going to go to Honolulu, but that wasn't the case. They went to Maui, where our connecting flight was. So by the time we figured that out, we had about 45 minutes. So me and Dylan ran out.
Double time.
Yeah, ran out, went to the conveyor belts where they do the luggage. Had to wait for our luggage, grab those, run back to TSA, show them our IDs again, show them our flight tickets. Then they had to check our bags again. Then when we got to the bag recheck, they rechecked mine and Dylan's. So it was just a mess. And we just freaking beelined it back to the gate, and then everyone was still waiting right there. No one was boarded yet, so we were still good to go. And then finally we got there, and it was just like I remembered. It was it's not like a big airport. It's maybe like Fresno. Like it's not big, but it's not small. It's like in the middle. And we got an Uber. Well, first we were messed up again. We couldn't catch a break. So if you went from LAX straight, if you went to LAX from Maui, LAX to Honolulu, your bag stayed in that plane, and it went, and you didn't have to go find them and recheck them. They just went straight to straight there. So we were in that lane unbeknownst, because it said Maui, Or no, it said LAX. So we thought our stuff was in there. So we're waiting. Our bags never came. We were there like 30 minutes, dude. I was like, oh my God, now what? So I was like, we had carry-ons like this. So we had to change of clothes.
Yeah.
And so I'll just wait here. So me and Tiffany went to the claims department, and where'd you guys come in from? Like LAX, but then went to Maui and this and that. They're like, oh, well, go to this one. It's probably coming from Maui then. So sure enough, we go to Maui, and it was already pulled off the conveyor belts, because if it keeps going and going, they'll pull them off, and they'll take them to the baggage claim. So once we got there, I seen 2 or 3 of them, and then the other ones were still going. I was like, oh man.
Outside of that experience, like with Hawaii in general, your favorite thing, and then like the worst thing that you kind of hated about it.
About what?
Just Hawaii in general.
Oh,
the trip.
Yeah. I'd say the best thing is just like the ocean, like seeing the water, like everything's just like crystal clear blue. Everything's like just
calm.
Yeah, and you can't have a bad time pretty much in Hawaii. It's great. It's cool. And then the worst was just all the I'd say like, well, obviously it's a tourist area, so I don't want to say the tourists, but because I was one of them, but
because you kind of know what you're getting yourself into.
But the homeless, there's a lot of homeless.
Yeah.
Like, believe it or not, there's a lot of homeless. And
but are they are they set up camp like they do here in town, like others?
Not on the main streets, not where like they have Louis Vuitton and Gucci and Tesla stores, not right there, but they'll be there panhandling, but they won't have any of their baggage with them or nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
But and the speed limit's 55 over there on the highway.
That's their 65?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you never see people hauling ass or anything.
Yeah.
It's cool. Everything just slower, like island time. And but when you go on the freeway, like you'll see like off spots, and you'll see like little encampments set up, but not to the caliber of the ones in California.
So nothing out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. They don't mess around. And dude, when because of the tourist area, they don't mess around, dude. Like if it's something simple like an argument, or like maybe like a mutual fight, there's 5 cops on the scene. You'll never just see one. Like I was on the balcony one day, and I don't know the situation, but there was a truck and all the doors were open, and they had one person there, and there was 6 cop cars, and there was like 3 facing this way, 3 facing that way, and they were just like, they were handling whatever was going on.
Maybe a felony stop pulled them out.
I don't know. No, because the guy was in handcuffs. Maybe like the vehicle was stolen and they left it there. I don't know. But they were all there, lock, stock, and barrel. And they drive around with those blue lights on.
Oh, you should have got that. I was going to tell you should have got one of those the patches.
No.
What blue lights?
On top of the cars?
Oh, just always on?
Always, everywhere. Like even if they're not responding, they just have blue. Not flashing or nothing, just blue. Like solid blue light.
That's crazy though. Like, I guess not too crazy, but I mean, it's just like, I mean, it would just be like another state, but the homeless, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like Hawaii, you don't feel like they're gonna be homeless here. Yeah. It takes you for a loop.
There was, I went to a call yesterday. There was a guy I was talking to, and it's gone a lot better because of the temporary shelter and whatnot. But I mean, obviously you still have your crimes and everything. But I asked him, and he really didn't have an answer. And I mean, I usually ask a lot of people like, what's the answer? What do you do? What do you do with the homeless? Like, it's like almost like a merry-go-round, dude. Like,
I think it's like it's just like a Band-Aid. Like just even the homeless shelters, like, because you can't. Not all of them, but a majority of some of them just fall on bad times, you know, and they're homeless. But a big percentage of them are alcoholics or drug addicts, and when they go to the homes, they'll try to hide it, but I'm sure it's like a alcohol and drug free zone.
Yeah,
there's like stipulations if you're going to stay there, and that's the thing, they mess it up. So then it just goes back to, I'm gonna go back on the streets, start stealing, start selling stuff, and then doing drugs again.
When I was at State Center, I remember the one thing that was kind of eye opening with like the homeless was there was this one guy, and he was just a transient in the area of Fresno City, and we'd encounter him quite a bit. And you always knew when he was medicated because he was very calm. He talked to you just like
Mhm.
we're talking right now. But when he was off it, screaming, he'd fight with you.
Oh,
Always,
yeah.
148s, good ones too. And it's you'll call crisis. They'll come. They talk with them. They evaluate them. They determine if they need to be placed on a hold. They'll take them. They'll get them medicated. They do all these things. But then now it's like,
It's up to him to
hey,
continue that path of
yeah,
medication. Yeah,
keep doing this. Go to your pharmacy. This and that.
like the
But
Joker.
yeah, you know what I mean. Like so that's how it is. But I guess it's case by case,
Mhm.
person by person. But I mean, it's definitely got a lot crazier. Not crazier, I guess. It's got a lot more. The homeless got a lot more populated in these cities, I should say.
Mhm.
And I ask a lot of people, the older crowd specifically, when I'm working. I said, "Is it always been like this?" And they'll tell me, "No, you would see a homeless person. It was like a
Mhm.
surprise, like, oh
Yeah.
shoot, you know what I mean?" And now it's just like you could throw a rock and hit somebody,
Yeah. Well, back in like in the late '90s, early 2000s, like for us growing up out in the country, to see like a homeless person, like everybody knew who he was. It's like, oh, that's this so and so, like
Chano.
yeah, he's just crazy. Like he just like he wants to do that stuff. You don't see a whole population of them.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. There was a
Hawaii. Oh, we did. I was like debating to talk about it again, but I think we could. I think we should about the suicide stuff, because like just to bring it to light, like just so people aren't scared to talk about it. I was on the last one we were talking. So I was in Hawaii. I had like X amount of money. I like plenty of money to buy whatever I wanted, but I didn't need anything. Like, what am I gonna buy? Shoes? I'll buy them and I'll wear them once and then they're gonna sit in the closet. Like I'm one of those like people that like, oh, I'm gonna buy it, make me feel better, and then like the next day, oh, I don't want it anymore.
compulsive
Yeah.
decision.
I have fucking like 4 vests, fucking $400 right there.
I haven't seen them anymore. Speaking of vests,
They went in the winter closet and they never came back out. They never made an appearance again. Yeah, I don't. They went to a different like style where it's a concealed carry one, so it's like bulkier, and I don't like that look. Like it makes it look all bulky.
I mean, if it's your style, whatever, man. You do you, boo boo. But
I like.
I don't know.
vests.
I don't know.
Like yesterday,
What is like? Obviously, a jacket to keep warm. Like, what was the purpose of a vest? Like, why?
I think for me it'd be more like a style, like nothing like to help you out for the cold or nothing. For me, or maybe some people, but not me. Like yeah, because your arms are gonna be cold.
More flashy?
No, like just to like say for me, like I got this long sleeve shirt, but I don't like the print on it or whatever. You put a vest on, and then the vest is your shirt, and then you got your something on.
Now you got this big old fucking puffy thing.
No,
What do you do for the puffy thing?
No, I don't like the vest. Like the puffy one, I liked it, and then I didn't like it anymore. I wore it each of them a few times.
A few times minus fucking 3, so probably 1.
Yeah, but to go back, impulsive buys. Like I could have bought whatever I wanted, and then I was in Hawaii. Like I said, I was in Hawaii, and for like a split second, not even very long, it's like I was thinking of like celebrities that like took their own lives. Like they had everything. They travel around the world, and they're probably thinking like, "This is it. Like there's nothing else. I could buy anything I wanted. Like I couldn't buy anything in the world like them, but I'm saying like within means, I could have bought it.
Yeah.
And it's like, like what else is there, But it was like just it came and went very fast. But
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone has those feelings, but they just keep them inside.
I think it's to a certain extent. I mean, it's like what? Okay, so example So I'll give you a story. Last night I went to a call. Ridiculous.
Someone that scratched you?
No, ridiculous fucking call. I couldn't believe it. But anyway, I won't talk about that. But anyways, I got there and I met this kid. He was 17. He's from Pixley. And
Bigsby?
yeah, and so So we start talking, and I go, "So, hey man, you get ready to graduate. You're gonna be an adult. What's up? What are you gonna do? What's the plan?" I usually tell this to like a lot of kids.
Yeah,
I'm in the high school.
starting their adult life.
Yeah, let's, because I mean, people
Start
need
getting
that.
ready.
Yeah.
Because some of these parents don't talk to their kids like, "Hey, you got to get a job. You got to do this." Like they don't know what to expect.
And it's not nothing against the parents, or it's just that it's life. Like you said, life in general. It's you have all these day to day, the day to day bustle. It's not that maybe the parents don't want to talk to them. It's I'm focusing
And
on
just-
trying to get everything paid, keep the roof under our head.
And
keep
you know
food in the
what,
fridge.
too, just to like to add like a few weeks, like maybe like a month now. Like I'm in a routine where I get up, I do this, I do that, and then everything's like that though. Like relationship with my wife and kids, and everything's like that. And just very, very recently, I have to slow down, and I have to take my time with everything instead of just like rushing through everything and like getting out the door and getting everything done. Like you need to focus on certain things. You can't just keep doing it how you're doing it. Like especially like I think
an autopilot.
yeah, I think it's with this new year too. Like another year passed. Like not just me, but a lot of people probably think like another year passed. You need to take a step back and see if you want this year to be like last year, or you want it different. I think that's where I need to start. I'm starting now, and trying to appreciate everything I have before like I just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, so like self inventory, man. Like, yeah, and it's. I'll go back to the so the kid, he goes. I go, so what do you want to do? And he's like, oh, I already have a job lined up because I want to make a lot of money. And once I get the money, then I want to go to a trade school because I want to be an electrician.
Oh yeah.
And because then I heard electricians make a lot of money because my brother, his friend's electrician. He said money. So that's what I want to do. So I make a lot of money. And I know I said money like 4 times because that's what he said. And I said, hey, bro, I said, what's like one word that stood out that whole time we just talked? He's like, money. I said, you got to ask yourself, man, did you get this job? Are you going to go to the trade school to be an electrician? Are you doing all this stuff for money? He's like, well, yeah. I said, this sounds cheesy, but someone told me this, or I've seen it. If you do a job you love, you'll never have to work a day in your life. I said, you never said that you love doing this, you like it.
There's no passion for it.
No. So it's just, you're doing it for just one purpose, money. I mean, you're basically just gonna be chasing money the whole time. And I think sometimes too, and this is just my speculation, my take on it is, with these celebrities, you're in this status, like a celebrity status, right? So then, on paper, on camera, you're being interviewed. You have to. Certain people act. You have to fit the mold. You have to play the game, politics, right? If you want these parts in this thing, that's how some people play the game.
And I know it's just a movie, but I think it goes back to like the whole persona of like Bruce Wayne and Batman. Like he was a billionaire, he had all the money in the world, but he didn't, like, just on the movie, I guess it's not true, or maybe some stuff, the way his thought process was, but like he didn't want all that money. He wanted to do other stuff with his life. He didn't want to be the billionaire kid that just like whatever, but he wanted to do more stuff. I think that's what some people like now. They see the new cartoons and they don't really see like the backstory to it because they're kids, like some kids,
And so, but that's a good point, the Batman theme, because now they're in this position and they're playing the game, they're doing these things, and now what am I doing it for?
I just bought it.
What am I doing it for? I'm doing it to get this part. What do I get if I get this part? Oh, I get more money. So what do I get if I get more money? I get to buy these things. But if I get to buy these things, what does it bring me?
Yeah.
Like, why? It goes back to why are you doing what you're doing? Are you doing it because you like it, or are you doing it because it's what you think you should be doing?
Yeah.
And like I was telling you last night, like it's as I think as you get older, and I think the more life experiences you have, that you went through, that you see, it makes you could either learn from it or you could keep doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And I think if you keep doing the same thing, like you said, those few people, you kind of run into the same issue, and then I guess sometimes
it's just like a rotating door. You keep
and when you're that when you could be that, I guess, lack of a better word, like ill mentally, the best thing you could say in your head is like, hey, well, the only way I can get this to stop is this.
Yeah.
And then that's that. And then now everything's, everything did stop, but
At what cost? Yeah.
And I've been in law enforcement 7 years. That's not even a lot of time. There's people that have been there longer than me, seen a lot more stuff than me. I feel like I'm still young compared to a lot of people that I have years over. But one thing that I do know is a lot of the stuff that I've seen, a lot of the stuff that I experienced, you definitely have to have an outlet.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to handle it by yourself, I don't care who you are, and I don't care what
how tough you think you are.
And I'll tell. I mean, you can't tell me this with a straight face that you can handle it yourself. It's a lie. You're doing something, whether subconsciously you're doing something that's band-aiding that problem, whether it's alcohol, drugs, sex, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
It's something, but you have to have
You're running from it.
Yeah, you have to have somebody to talk to. You have to talk with somebody. I mean, whether it be a therapist or significant other, whatever it may be, you have to have something to talk about. And because then when you talk about it and you verbalize some of the things that you're thinking, sometimes you see how silly some of these things sound.
Yeah, and like to kind of move a different direction. Yeah, like different outlets, like doing the same stuff over and over and then expecting different results. That's why yesterday when we were talking, I want to, like, for this year, I want to start doing different things out of the norm, outside of the box. So like, I started listening to like opera music more. Like it's to me, like, I'm not gonna say I want to be better than anybody. I'm not saying that. I want to do more.
Nor can you.
Yeah.
It depends what you count as better.
Yeah.
Out there.
And that's the thing. That's my problem. Like I need to fit into society, but no, I don't. I wanna what's it called? Like a sophisticated mindset. Like I want to do things outside, like what other people might think are weird or different. That's what I want to do. So like I want to listen. I want to go to a couple of operas. I want to. If I don't think there's any around here. Maybe you have to go to LA or somewhere,
or something,
or maybe maybe Fresno. I want to do that. I want to start reading books more. I got a guitar. I want to learn guitar. I want to just do different things instead of just the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
And stimulate my mind, like work my mind out more, like work my mind out, work my body out, and continue like that.
Yeah, that's smart, dude. It's always broadening your horizons, doing something different.
Yeah.
There was something you said.
The yogi from the last podcast.
Oh no. No, you had just said something, but my ADHD brain lost it. Starting to say it.
Platoon?
No. Yeah, but I mean, I think too, just planning and like I think you said slowing down. Like everyone's moving such as a fast pace all the time. Like go, and it's like just that's what I was gonna say. I've been listening to that Sandig Guru. He was on Joe Rogan's podcast.
He's a yogi.
It was episode 1791. It's a good.
You found it?
Yeah. But he was saying, and it's funny because like we have these issues with these problems, and we make them these big problems. But then if we change one or two things, it could fix it. Like it could potentially fix it or get you in the right direction of fixing things. But he had said, a guy had asked him a question, "What's your New Year's resolution?" And he just laughed and he said, "Why?" He said, "Why are you're gonna put restrictions on yourself for 1 year?" He said, "Every day you wake up, live for that day. Make a decision for that day what you want to do. Because if you say, hey, I'm gonna stop drinking, maybe it might last 2 weeks, a week, and then
you just got. I think that's with everything too. You take it day by day.
Day by day.
Because if you like some people, like for working out example, like I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna start working out. Like you can't just say that. You have to do it day by day because you're not gonna feel motivated on certain days, and it's gonna be up to you if you're gonna do it. So just
I have to have plans. Like, you know what I mean? How are you gonna get there? Like it's like when there's a problem and someone complains, like, well, no one does anything here and it sucks. And okay, well, what's your solution? Well, I don't know.
You fix it.
Yeah, so you're adding to the problem.
Hmm.
You know, find a solution to fix the problem. So, but yeah, I don't know if it's just the new year. You know, the different
New year, new me.
different thing of thinking. But it's the guy that one I've been listening to is pretty interesting, and just it's kind of just opening your mind up more, dude, and just slowing things down and thinking more. But um, we'll put the date out there, but I think it's going to be that Saturday the 2nd or that following weekend for that run. You want to just talk about
Which
it a little
one?
bit? February 2nd, the one we're going to do at the ball field right here.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's the same route.
So we did that marathon we were talking about when he came probably a few years ago now, right?
Yeah.
A couple
It's
years
gonna be a
ago.
Friday or Saturday,
It's going to be a Saturday.
so it'll be the 3rd.
Okay.
Okay.
And
it starts at the We're gonna park the vehicles at that new
somewhere in that area,
yeah, the ball field's right there, and I don't think
or
they
maybe
use
get
them
dropped
anymore.
off.
Yeah, something. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
To be determined. Because we don't really know what route we want to, where we're gonna finish exactly. So, essentially, it's a whole big loop. It's like is that Terabella?
I think it's
Because we go straight where the state hospital is.
and then you come like on the backside. I think it's like outskirts of Porterville or
Will we go all the way to Plano?
no.
So
I
we're gonna
think
turn on the state hospital
you
road,
come
huh?
back.
Right after you go back that way, and then so it's probably gonna be about like 15 miles.
And it's like all uphill, downhill,
Yeah,
just
rolling
like
hills.
mountains, everything. So it's gonna be a nice run and
Shoot,
not a lot
hopefully
of
that
traffic out
day it
there.
won't. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Hopefully that day is not that much traffic because it's the weekend.
No.
And because I think I do remember seeing or no, which way did we start at your house?
We started at my house and we went around. We went by.
That's when we didn't know what the fuck we were doing, and we were like in the middle, like where are we going? And we just kept going and going. You remember that?
Yo, this should be. You keep going.
Yeah,
We were on the
I'm trying to
we were on the
remember.
190 going westbound at one point.
Yeah, yeah, we were.
That was sketchy, dude.
And then we crossed.
I remember I wanted to.
I remember the airport. Were we by the airport?
You've been there.
I think we went to the airport, and then we
No.
ended up taking Teapot Dome. I think we did. Or one of those roads where the casino's at now.
Because
maybe.
we came
You
out.
know what?
Yeah,
It's
we came
where
out
the
on
casino
Tractor
is
Supply.
now.
No, because we came out on Tractor Supply, so it was Scranton. It was Scranton.
I want to say we went down that road. I know, but Scranton. But I know. I want to say we went down the road where the airport is, or where the casino is at now.
Yeah, I think it was the airport one, not the casino.
And then
one.
we went all the way. Then we took Teapot Dome back east, and then followed that road all the way.
I remember I wanted to throw a rock at you when you started seeing the Chuck Norris.
You were dying.
Yeah,
We were almost, or no, we weren't
No,
almost done because
no.
we got to still go that way, then come all the way back.
That was like mile 15.
Yeah, that was 15. Yeah, yeah, I was singing to you.
The Chuck Norris, and then there was the
Cadence. And I think because it's a walking cadence.
Cadence.
It's a walking cadence. That's why it didn't sound right when we were running.
I was doing the airborne shuffle.
we had to come back on the 192.
Yeah,
We're going west.
190. Like a weird ass route, dude.
And it was dark.
It was all kinds of fucked up. But that's when we'll do that. We're gonna do that one on
Yeah.
that weekend, and we're gonna do a cool video. We might have to. I want to try to do a soundbite of a song, but I don't know if I have the.
Oh, dude, we're ready for
Yeah, I don't
that.
know if I have the confidence.
learn it on the guitar.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and then you could sing the
And
opera to it.
And my amp, my amp has the micro. I have a microphone, and my amp has a microphone plug-in.
Okay.
The amp I showed
You
you.
have an amp?
Yeah, it has the microphone
Can
plug-in.
we notate that there was a purchase of an amp?
Yeah.
Take it back though. You don't need it.
Yeah.
You just said we don't. Yeah, you don't need this shit. Take it back.
What?
The guitar
I need it.
and the amp,
Why?
or you don't need the amp. You just need the guitar.
I need the amp to amplify my sound, my
Oh.
songs.
Yeah.
Every rose. I already have a song. Yeah, I just need to learn the words to it and the strumming pattern.
In the string.
I got the strings down. E minor, C minor.
I remember
Remember we had to do that?
Oh, 35. Well, 'cause when we were in Outside Creek and
I remember that part.
8th grade year, the
E minor.
8th grade teacher,
Miss-
for some reason it was cool, but we got to learn the guitar and we'd go out.
Well, they cut all the field trips. The least they could do is buy guitars for everybody, and they were the cheap ones too. They weren't like
basics.
Yeah, so it was probably like $80 a guitar.
But I remember it was pretty cool because we would go out in the field and we get a partner and then
Me and Cody were playing.
try to learn
We got honorable mentions
for
by R.I.P. George Knoll. Because me and Cody remember we went down to like Goshen and we played over there.
yes.
We were practicing for that, and me and Cody, we took our guitars and did they give us the easel? The ones that you put the books on? Did we have those or no?
Yes.
Yeah, we took that and we're in the middle of the football field.
I was waiting for you to describe what an easel was.
Oh, okay, right, easel.
Yeah.
I believe that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And George was driving down that road that road right next to south of Outside Creek.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone was like around, like just huddled up everywhere. And me and Cody were out in the open and we were just playing. And George had mentioned Miss Brainerd that he just thought that was like that was cool because like we were out in the open, like we wanted everyone to see us, and everyone else was just hiding, or not hiding, but just like in there tucked away.
Yeah.
And then she mentioned it what he told her.
In the Scholastic, was it the
No.
newsletter? What was it called? The
Did we
newsletter?
have one of those?
Yeah, it's like a
Oh
newsletter.
yeah,
Yeah. We'd get a
Swamp Rat Weekly.
and we'd get it on Monday, and it would be a recap of the whole week of what had happened.
Yeah. And then but Miss Brainerd had told us that what George shared with her.
That's nice.
So we got honorable mentions.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anything else?
Next one we'll post the runs we're gonna sign up, or once we need to sign up. Maybe probably February we need to sign up for the couple of them already,
Yes.
and then we'll post them after we do sign up so it could be confirmed.
Legit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we'll post it on the bottom. But like we said, if any of our buddies or anybody just that listens to it in general, like wants to jump on or in person or Zoom, whatever.
I ran into Andy at Walmart, Petra,
Oh, okay.
and he wants to get on the podcast, but he's recovering from back surgery right now. So once he recovers, makes a full recovery,
All right.
hopefully.
For a speedy recovery, Andy.
Yeah.
Good
Excuse
idea.
me. Get that paintbrush back, yeah. Best painter in Porterville, though.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Allegedly.
He was good. He was a good painter.
All right. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Happy New Year's again.
Happy New Year's.
Thanks
Happy
for watching.
holidays. Hopefully everyone had a safe one and got everything they wanted before the New
Hopefully
Year.
Santa Claus came to your house.
Yeah. Or
We'll
anybody
see you
else.
soon.